your coach and the fighter of Kenyan football. Today, I want to introduce to you a new chapter called KAMITI Maximum Prison. And what I want to say today, what I want to share with you today is this. FKF officials must spend time in KAMITI prison, must spend time behind bars. And this is not a joke, and this is where our Kenyan football is heading. We have talked about football evolution. We have talked about disbandment of FKF, but that is not enough. Why? Because our Kenyan football has been put through the wrong path for some time. People within our Kenyan football have been asking justice for themselves for a very long time. Therefore, disbandment of FKF is not good enough. FKF will be disbanded. This is not negotiable. This is not about hafumkate. This is not about lamenting. FKF will be disbanded by the Kenyan people, by the people's power. But a process must be found to put those officials who have messed up with our football behind the bars. And this is key, so that those who will take over or those who will head our football to the next, going forward, must understand that football is a people's entity. Kenyan football is people's entity, and it cannot be messed just as people wish or whatever they wish to do. Therefore, this chapter of KAMITI Maximum Prison, FKF officials spending time behind bars, it is going to create and to show a good example that a public entity is so important. I want to tell you this. FKF as a federation, they have defied Sports Act. They have defied Kenyan Constitution. They have defied Parliament. They have defied the people who created Sports Act, showing them that new shenzi to create Sports Act, and it means nothing to them. Despite what Rose Wasike, the sports registrar, tells them, they don't listen. Despite what Judge Ohaga rules, they don't respect it. Therefore, we have individuals and we have officials of FKF who think that as long as FIFA is there, they don't care, and they can say what they want and they can do what they want. I'm saying this. The chapter of FIFA, we shall deal with that. The chapter of disbanding FKF, we shall deal with that. The chapter of maximum KAMITI is the chapter that I'm introducing to you now. We must do this as Kenyans, as the people of Kenya. Whether it will require public arrest, this is something we are going to agree together going forward. But we cannot, and we cannot just disband FKF and say that is enough. We must revisit and see what mess has been created and by which officials in the federation. Why am I saying that? This is critical. This is how justice takes its course. Because of this, and because of FKF thinking that Kenya is a kangaroo land, the officials can do what they want. This is what has been keeping them in office doing whatever they want. And that doing whatever they want is what has messed our Kenyan football. Today, we have talent drain. Talents are heading to Zambia. And I keep saying Zambia is 4 times poorer than Kenya. Now, we also have talents heading to Tanzania. You can ask Kahata, he will tell you about it. You can ask the Berlin of Wall or Otieno, the other player who just went from Gor Mahia to Tanzania. Now, if that is not enough, the women, who are playing Premier League in Kenya are also heading to Tanzania. So we are not talking about this. We need to make this a national conversation and understand we cannot carry on this path. Our football has become valueless in terms of economy. Sponsors are not coming. And having talked about sponsors, we were promised that 30 days before the beginning of Kenyan Premier League, Bet King, it's going to wire 75 million to Kenyan Premier League. Today, I have not heard about it. But let's carry on. That's FKF and its commercial side issues, which again should belong to the Kenyan Premier League should not be an issue of FKF. But as you look around, you can see what I'm talking about. How FKF has been messing our football, from football elections, from sponsorship, the Odibet, the Bet King, you know, the whatever else is called, I don't know, Chenga or sponsor mtaani, all of these things that are being done by the federation. The federation has now shifted from its primary focus, which should be about football governance. Now, all what that the federation is doing is chasing sponsorship here and there and there. That is not part of a football presence. That is not defined in the constitution, FKF constitution, as the mandate of the football presence. So why are they heading this way? Wherever money is found, that is where they are running. So the primary aim of the federation, which should be football governance, they have completely forgotten about that, and all what is left is chasing money and messing our football. Going on this path, we shall never get to where we want to go. Our football will continue to die, and it is dying at a very speedy rate. I may remind you as well that in 2015, I said that 10 years to come, Kenyan professional football will become extinct. Tell me now, 5 years since I said that, where are we now? We have 5 years left, and unless we stage the football evolution that I'm talking about, and unless we sort our football economy, all the talented players will be playing in leagues outside Kenya. Believe me or not, and you are going to witness that. That is why I'm saying a holistic approach, a revolution, is the only thing that is going to sort our Kenyan football. And it is going to happen. Wakenya wenzangu, right now, as you know, international travel is impossible. Some of us are located in different countries in Europe. People who are behind Vision Total Football Kenya. For the fact that I'm the face of football, Vision Total Football Kenya, I keep explaining I'm not alone. There is an army and a big army, yeah, who are behind Vision Total Football Kenya in Kenya and abroad. I will say it again. This issue of dealing with FKF is a gone conclusion. FKF is going. FKF is exiting. It is getting disbanded, and the officials behind FKF must face justice and must spend time behind bars. We cannot again expect them to do an election knowing that they have broken Sports Act. Yeah, they have defied parliament, they have defied Kenyans, they have defied the government. Who are they, these FKF officials? Unless we answer ourselves this question. And now we can be told that same officials can come and again take us another 4 years forward. What are they going to do that they have not been able to do for the last 4 years? The thing that we are experiencing now in our football is a horror of unskilled labor. The people in the federation cannot take us anywhere. Yeah? And I will say this again. The officials within the federation are club managers. Club managers can never be leaders of a football in a country, because management and leadership is two different things. And this is why you see that it is causing Kenya problems trying to sort the issues of football leadership in the country, because the leader that are being elected in our Kenyan football, the system of election is wrong. Plus, we get someone because they manage to do their club well, or to manage their club well, and we say this person can lead a Kenyan football. That is wrong. We are confusing management and leadership. And look inside the federation. That is what it is happening. We have club managers promoted to become the country's football leaders, and that is where we are. Like I have said, we are experiencing the horror of unskilled labor as far as FKF leadership is concerned. But the FKF, as we know it, must go. The future of our Kenyan football does not include FKF. This is something that we have been constant, message that we have been constant telling people, that going forward, our Kenyan football must usher in a new era through a revolution. Revolution must happen, and in the heat of the revolution, FKF must be disbanded, and the officials who have been running FKF, yeah, must be taken to task. Yeah, This is not enough. A revolution is good, but disbandment alone is not enough. We want to see everything heading to a conclusion, and that will happen in Kenyan football. We don't just talk. We stay long nights. Sometimes we are sleepless, yeah, because we want to see change in our Kenyan football. So what can you do out there as a soldier for our Kenyan football? Spread the message that hope is there. Our football is going to change. Our football economy is going to change. Things are going to get better. The hope is there. But FKF must go. We must have a new football governing body. We must have a new football structure in the country. We must have a new football system in the country. We must have a body that is capable of governing football in our country in 21st century. That is the century we are in right now. The type of football that we have in Kenya, the leadership that we have in Kenya, the football governing body that we have in Kenya belong to the past century. Yeah, 17th and 18th century. Even to call it 19th century is an abuse. We have not got to the 19th century as far as our football is concerned. My fellow Kenyans, spread the message there. Look out for us. The revolution train has already started. We will keep updating you here, and as soon as we hit the ground, you will know about it. When you hear the siren, wake up. I live in peace. I'm gone.